Well, welcome everyone. I am Gina Gaudio-Graves, better known as the JV Queen, as well as the Dean and Founder of Directions University at directionsuniversity.com. At DU, we have a team of about 27 different faculty members. One of them is with me today. Shelby Carr is the founder of Teck at techshack.com, TECKSHACK.com. Shelby is my own assistant. She's what we call the Dean's Assistant at DU. Shelby and I have been working together for about the last 10 years, and during that time, she has mastered pretty much every single system that we need within my company. Not only has she mastered it, but she's also been able to master teaching it to other people, especially our students. For 10 years, people kept asking her, Shelby, can you show me how to do this? And Shelby, can you show me how to do that? And Shelby would willingly, lovingly get them into a webinar and walk them step by step through exactly how to do that. Well, this year I kind of nudged her a little bit, maybe a little more than a little bit, wouldn't you say, Shelby?
A whole lot more than a little bit.
And kind of lovingly pushing her out there, I finally got her to open up a program called Teck Shack so that all of my students could experience what others have been able to experience behind closed doors on a regular basis. Shelby, why don't you tell our viewers and listeners about Teck Shack? What is it?
Well, Teck Shack is a place that you can go to actually, if you're having trouble with your website or something, that we can actually do hands-on fixing the issues and walking you through any parts that you need. And it's not so much as just fixing. We can help you with, your design, any coding that you need done, whatever. We were actually, Teck Shack actually is to help the business owner with their their online business technology.
Absolutely. So let's give our viewers a couple of examples. What are a couple of the more recent classes you've taught at Teck Shack?
Oh, well, okay. We just did a class on Google Forms.
Oh, that was a biggie. How do you use Google Drive to create forms? Not just any old forms, but forms that could be used as a survey. Even using them as a survey, embedding that survey into posts on both Google Plus and Facebook because of Google Drive, Google Forms. That is one heck of a powerful thing to do. And most people don't even know that you can do it for free using Google Drive. Shelby walked you through how to do it step by step. What else have you done recently, Shelby?
We have a number. We have a new theme that we're working on, Engage, and several of my students have gotten it and have trouble putting it together and stuff. So we have got, maybe you've done 2 or 3 classes on the Engage theme itself, because it's so big and it's so versatile and what it can do for you, and they all want it, of course.
And well, if you look at directionsuniversity.com, it's the theme that we use to build our site. And it was custom designed for us originally. But again, one of those loving nudges, a little bit stronger than a nudge maybe, got the creator, another DU faculty member, Roger Hollingsworth, to make that theme available to everyone. And man, are we loving it. It has been an awesome piece of technology to add to our arsenal. What else? One more.
Okay, let's see, what else did we do? We've gone actually through Autoresponders. We've done a class on Aweber, and my favorite, eBizAC. We've done classes on those because I do have several members that actually have that software, so they want to know how to set things up and so on and so forth. So we've done a couple of classes in those.
Speaking of autoresponders, as you taught that class recently, it became obvious to you that just doing a lesson on autoresponders wasn't going to be enough. What happened on that class when you were teaching it?
Well, they ask so many questions. You know, the technical side of it is easy enough to do, but the actual, you know, what they need to send out, you know, they didn't know how not only to make a list, but they don't know how to build a relationship with their list, or you know that they could actually use autoresponders to further their marketing process. So I had so many questions on them and stuff, so we decided that we're going to go ahead and we're going to have an autoresponder. Or actually, it's an autoresponder mini masterclass. It's a 4-hour class that is specifically just for autoresponders, because we all know that autoresponders are an effective and powerful marketing tool that allows you to make contact to thousands of potential customers. And this is an invaluable asset considering how many potential customers you usually have contact with before you make an actual sale. So a big benefit of using an autoresponder is automating part of your marketing campaign, and that plus being able to build a relationship with those that subscribe to your list. And that if you build in the relationship, that generally creates loyal followers. So
It really does. And autoresponders are so important to so many things, turning prospects into customers. Even more importantly, in my business, turning customers into repeat buyers who not only buy over and over again, but whose lives have been impacted at such a meaningful level that they bring everybody else they know in as customers too. If we
absolutely.
didn't have an autoresponder, that wouldn't happen, would it, Shelby?
No, it wouldn't. It's just it enables you. I mean, you said if figure with all the customers or subscribers that you have and the people that want, if you were to actually follow up with them one by one, it would take you forever to do. You know, and if you have them in the list, you can actually set up your autoresponders where they actually think that they're the only ones that are getting your messages, you know, where it's more personable to them. And so, but you get your message out to not only to one person, but you get them out to your entire list of thousands of people at one time. So
And so in the upcoming mini masterclass on autoresponders, Shelby's going to teach you a lot of different things. In the first module, the introduction to autoresponders, you're going to learn what is an autoresponder, what is an autoresponder message, even what are the different kinds of autoresponder message. How can you use autoresponders in your day-to-day business? How can that really help to increase your bottom line? In the second module, Shelby's going to actually walk you through autoresponder message creation. She's going to talk a little bit about the Can Spam Act, why it's important, more importantly, how to keep yourself out of hot water and huge fines and penalties by abiding by the Can Spam Act. She's also going to teach you things like what is a broadcast message, what is a follow-up message, and she's going to help you step by step set up autoresponder message creation. So Shelby, by the time they get done with this mini masterclass, what can they expect to be able to do with autoresponders?
well, they can be able to expect to um, be able to write a follow-up sequence for all of their subscribers that they have now. And if they don't have them, they have the opt-in list for each one that goes in. They will get that same sequence. But also, it would be, you know, to show you the actual way that it should be set up right away, instead of just constantly putting by this, by this, by this into each autoresponder message. You need to be able to send them content too. So, being able to know how and when to send that content and when to send your marketing message to them, so that you don't have as many unsubscribes as you would if you constantly send them marketing messages.
So guys, if you're watching this on TechShack.com, then just look down below the video for that button that'll let you reserve your seat right now for the Autoresponder mini masterclass that's coming up this week on Friday. What's the date on Friday, Shelby?
December 19th.
And what time does the mini masterclass take place?
From 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock Eastern.
It will all be recorded in both audio format and video format. So long after this is over, you can open up that video and start and stop it to your heart's content, so that you can walk through everything that you learn as you apply it in your business. If you're watching this not on TechShack.com, then all you need to do right now is go to askggg.com/ARMC. That's short for Auto Responder Master Class. Again, that's askggg.com/ARMC. Somewhere on this video, you'll see an actual clickable link. You can click on that right now. Run over to Tech Shack. Don't walk. Not only are you going to get your ticket and your seat in this Friday's masterclass, but Shelby, let's tell them about that wonderful bonus you're including with their ticket.
Oh, the wonderful bonus is going to be a complimentary 30-day trial of Tech Shack, which is going to be with all the content that's on the site already. You get 2 calls a week, personal calls, where you could be presenter to show any issues you have or what you want on your computer. We actually have the calls. They run about 2 hours each week. We have a 7 to 9 Eastern on Monday nights, and we always have, not only we have a lot of fun, but we have always there to help you. And it's not just myself, the other members also that are on the call are very helpful.
They really are. I've been hearing about these classes from other students, and man, there are days where I wish I had been on the Tech Shack class. I may have been in this business for an awful long time, but Shelby really knows it a lot better than I do when it comes to the technical side of the business. I don't do that stuff. Shelby does. And boy, if I want to learn, I know exactly where I'm going. Right over to Tech Shack. So, for $47, you're not only going to get access to the masterclass, plus the recordings to it, but you're also going to get 8 live calls and all of the recordings to those in your trial of Tech Shack over the next 30 days. Shelby, you're really giving this away. So guys, don't wait. Jump in right now. I look forward to meeting you along the way. And Shelby, any last words of wisdom for them about autoresponders in the upcoming masterclass?
All I can say is that every business owner online needs to know about autoresponders and how to create them.
You really do. Even if you're not the one setting it up in your company and you've got a team setting it up for you, as a business owner, we need to know at least how to manage our team. And if you don't understand things like how to create the message sequence, I don't care how great your people are on your team, it's not going to make you very much money. So be there, guys. This is really what you need to make 2015 your best year ever. Thanks so much. See you on the inside of Tech Shack.